Hi, my name is Mr. Lowe, the English teacher, and today I'm going to explain how you can use thematic information in literature to write great essays. In this video, I will be talking about two books, Black Boy and To Kill a Mockingbird. The books occasionally use words that we don't like to use today, racial epithets such as the N word, and curse words such as the B word. When I give a quotation from the books, I will not use the actual word that is in the books. I will say N word or B word. I think you can guess from the context what the word was. If you're not sure, I've given you the page numbers and you can look it up yourself in the book. You can use the combination of a literary scene and two books that you've read that bring out the theme to write fantastic four-paragraph essays. Let's say you've just finished reading Black Boy by Richard Wright and To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. And you want to say something about the African American experience in each of the books. Now, it should be obvious that the sub-themes here are going to be suffering, injustice, prejudice, oppression, violence, etc. The African American experience in Black Boy is a bitter one, as young Richard goes through one horrible experience after another. Fundamentally, Richard is a good kid who vividly experiences the cruelty of racism in the American South in the 1920s. Similarly, Tom Robinson in To Kill a Mockingbird is a good man, a family man who has done nothing wrong. One day, a white girl, Mayella Ewell, got it in her head to flirt with Tom Robinson. Tom wanted nothing to do with Mayella and was afraid to be caught in a compromising position in her house. It was conjectured that Mayella's father, Bob Ewell, actually molested his daughter. At any rate, Mayella filed rape charges against Tom, leading to his trial, his conviction, and his lynching. Black Boy showed there was no way Richard could ever receive fair treatment in white-dominated Southern society. Tom Robinson was defended in court brilliantly by Atticus Finch, a top-rate lawyer. Atticus showed beyond a reasonable doubt that Tom could not have done what Mayella accused him of because he had one paralyzed arm. Of course, logic, truth, and justice didn't count under the racial code of the South. What counted was the white man was always right and the black man was always wrong. In order to show how awful the treatment of poor innocent Richard was, I need to find a representative scene from the book. In this particular section taken from page 214 to 215 in my copy of Black Boy, Richard gets slapped around by some white guys in a car who are drinking. At first they offer him a ride on the running board because he said, "Oh no," instead of, "Oh no, sir." As Richard is lying on the side of the road bleeding, the car stops and the white men come up to him. Quote, "N-word, ain't you learned no sense? Ain't you learned no better sense than that yet?" asked the man who hit me. "Ain't you learned to say sir to a white man yet? N-word, you sure ought to be glad it was us you talked to that way. You're a lucky B-word, because if you'd said that to some other white man, you might have been a dead N-word now." I was learning rapidly how to watch white people, to observe their every move, every fleeting expression, how to interpret what was said and what was left unsaid. Here we have our theme for our essay. Quote, "The subjugation of blacks in the South during the Jim Crow period as shown in two novels." Close quote. These two novels are set in a time about 80 to 100 years ago. For us living in our time, the treatment of African Americans as seen in these two novels is shocking, even barbaric. At that time, this treatment was typical. All this and more actually happened, and it is the role of literature to shine a spotlight on these experiences. This is Mr. Lowe, the English teacher, and I hope this video has helped you to take thematic information from the novels and incorporate them into your essay. Good luck in writing great essays inspired by themes and literature.